Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Rupinder Kaur Chawla with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir tomorrow to attend National Panchayati Raj Day function at Palli in Samba district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in the Mann Ki Baat program tomorrow. First, Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award to be conferred upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Mumbai tomorrow. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman interacts virtually with several universities of the United States for setting up foreign universities and institutions at Gift City in Ahmedabad. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to honour the war heroes of 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War in Guwahati. Union Home Minister Amit Shah addresses Vijayotsav celebrations at Jagdishpur in Bhojpur district of Bihar. Country is marching rapidly towards making India TB-free by 2025, says Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari inaugurates and lays foundation stones for 16 national highway projects in Jalgaon district of Maharashtra. DD Sports to telecast live Khelo India University Games starting from tomorrow. In Santosh Trophy Football Championship, Karnataka to take on Manipur at Malappuram, while Odisha to face Gujarat at Manjeri today. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to take on Gujarat Titans in Navi Mumbai and Royal Challengers Bangalore to face Sunrisers Hyderabad in Mumbai today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to participate in the celebration of National Panchayati Raj Day at around 11:30 a.m. tomorrow and address all the Gram Sabhas across the country. He will visit Palli Panchayat in Samba district. During the visit, Mr. Modi will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of multiple development initiatives worth around 20,000 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will inaugurate the Banihal-Kazigund Road Tunnel built at a cost of over 3,100 crore rupees. The 8.5-kilometre long tunnel will reduce the road distance between Banihal and Kazigund by 16 kilometres and reduce journey time by around 1.5 hours. Mr. Modi will also lay the foundation stone of 3 road packages of Delhi-Amritsar-Katra Expressway being built at a cost of over 7,500 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will also launch the Amrit Sarovar initiative. It is aimed at developing and rejuvenating 75 water bodies in each district of the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 88th episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on AIR mobile app. It will also be streamed live on YouTube channels of the AIR News, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will also be repeated at 8 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend the Master Dinanath Mangeshkar Awards ceremony in Mumbai at around 5 p.m. tomorrow. On the occasion, Mr. Modi will be conferred the first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award. This award has been instituted in memory of Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar, who passed away in February this year. The award will be given annually to a person who has made a path-breaking, spectacular and exemplary contribution to the nation and its people.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today interacted virtually with several distinguished United States universities to explore the opportunities of setting up foreign universities and institutions at Gift City in Ahmedabad. Representatives of 14 U.S. universities took part in the virtual interaction. Recognizing the inherent potential of the International Financial Services Centers, IFSC, the budget announcement paved the way for allowing world-class foreign universities to offer courses in financial management, fintech, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in Gift City. The finance minister spoke about the win-win opportunities for the financial services industry as well as the foreign universities operating out of IFSC. She said as IFSC acquires critical mass with growing concentration of financial services industry, demand for high-quality human capital is expected to increase significantly. She added foreign universities and IFSC could contribute towards addressing this demand. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will visit Assam today to participate in a function in Guwahati honouring the war heroes of 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. Assam government has decided to honour the personnel of the armed forces from the state who sacrificed their lives and who had participated in the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. The state government will honour a total of 105 personnel who had participated in the 1971 war, including 9 personnel from Assam who sacrificed their lives during that war. Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi will attend the program as the guest of honour, and Assam Chief Minister Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma will also attend the program. There are several officers and personnel from Assam who played a catalyst's role in the Bangladesh Liberation War, and they trained and equipped the Mukti Bahini fighters to take on the Pakistani army.
Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia has said there is a great enthusiasm among people across the country for availing quality healthcare services at block-level health melas. The mela was organized at more than 1 lakh Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers in at least one block in each district of the state and union territories from the 18th to the 22nd of April. In a tweet, Dr. Mandavia said the government has provided free diagnostic services and medicines at the health melas. The Union Health Ministry said on the 5th day of the Health Mela, more than 4,53,000 people participated, and health melas were organized around 496 blocks across the country. More than 59,000 Ayushman Bharat Health Account Abha IDs were created and 17,000 Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Golden Cards were issued, in addition to thousands of screenings being done for hypertension, tuberculosis and diabetes. The Health Minister has said the country is marching rapidly towards making India TB-free by 2025. In a tweet, Dr. Mandavia said this will be achieved by ensuring access to quality health care and advanced treatment. He said the Narendra Modi government is working with an aim to defeat TB by 2025. The minister said the incidence rate of TB has reduced to over 34%. In 2015, the incidence rate of TB was 217 per lakh population, while it was reduced to 142 in 2020. The mortality rate was also reduced to 53% in 2015. The mortality was 32 per lakh population, which has decreased to 15 in 2020.
The Union government has set a target to increase the number of Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendras to 10,000 by March 2024. Chemicals and Fertilizers Ministry said that the government has invited applications to open Jan Aushadhi Kendras in 3,579 blocks of 406 districts of 26 states and union territories. It highlighted that under the scheme, 739 districts of the country have been covered and 8,610 stores have been opened till the last month. The ministry said that about 15,000 crore rupees have been saved of the general public under this scheme. Over 187 crore 46 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Health Ministry said over 19 lakh 13,000 vaccine doses were administered yesterday. The ministry said more than 19 crore 91 lakh balance and unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and union territories to be administered. The ministry said a total of 2,527 new cases were recorded in the last 24 hours. India's active caseload currently stands at 15,079. The recovery rate is currently at 98.75% and a total of 1,656 COVID patients recovered in the last 24 hours. According to the ministry, 33 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours.
Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan today met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said they discussed the good governance initiatives of the Madhya Pradesh government and how their transformative schemes are bringing a positive change in people's lives. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry has advised all private satellite TV channels to immediately refrain from publishing and transmitting any content which is violative of the provisions of the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act. In its advisory, the ministry said in the recent past, several satellite TV channels have carried out coverage of events and incidents in a manner which appears to be unauthentic, misleading, sensational, and using socially unacceptable language and remarks. The ministry said it has been observed that channels have been making false claims and frequently misquoting international agencies and actors during reporting on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It said many of the journalists and news anchors of these channels made fabricated and hyperbolic statements intending to incite the audiences. The ministry said similarly on the recent incident in northwest Delhi, some of the TV channels used provocative headlines and videos of violence that may incite communal hatred among the communities and disrupt peace and law and order. The channels were also showing footages of a specific community, thus aggravating the communal tensions. It said fabricated headlines were sensationalizing and giving communal colors to the actions of authority. According to the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act, no program should be carried in the cable service which contains criticism of friendly countries and contains attack on religions or communities.
All India Radio News is airing a weekly interactive program, Abhyas, aimed at reaching out to students and job seekers preparing for competitive examinations. The program is in Hindi and is broadcast every Saturday between 9:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. Listeners can tune in to the fourth episode of Abhyas on 100.1 FM Gold at 9:30 p.m. tonight. The topic for this episode is economics. Dr. Malika Kumar, Associate Professor of Economics at Sri Ram College of Commerce, New Delhi, will be responding to the queries of the aspirants. You can also access the program on Twitter at AIR News Alerts or on AIR News Official YouTube channel and also on the News on AIR app. The subject for the next episode on April 30th is sociology. The deadline for submission of questions is 27th of April.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
News Services Division of All India Radio will bring an interview with Ram Prasad Subedi, Deputy Chief of Mission in the Nepalese Embassy in India. In our Spotlight program tonight, Mr. Subedi talks about various initiatives that the two countries have embarked upon and also stresses on the historical connections that the people of the neighboring countries enjoy.
There is a free flow of friendship, I should say, between Nepal and India. As the rivers flow from north to south, the friendship flows very naturally. And there is natural affinity. If you and I, if we two meet in third country, third capital, wherever, we happen to come close to each other, start talking and sharing. This is a kind of our identity, our strength, our affinity towards each other. This is not today's thing. This dates back to the Ramayana period, even earlier than that. In modern time, every Indian family, maybe across the border, you will see cross-border marriages, family links. Our friendship, we often compare as high as Mount Everest and as deep as Indian Ocean.
To listen to the full interview, tune into FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:15 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official, and our website, newsonair.gov.in.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir tomorrow to attend National Panchayati Raj Day function at Palli in Samba district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in the Mann Ki Baat program tomorrow. First, Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award to be conferred upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Mumbai tomorrow. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman interacts virtually with several universities of United States for setting up foreign universities and institutions at Gift City in Ahmedabad. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to honour the war heroes of 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War in Guwahati. Union Home Minister Amit Shah addresses Vijay Utsav celebrations at Jagdishpur in Bhojpur district of Bihar. Country is marching rapidly towards making India TB-free by 2025, says Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandviya. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari inaugurates and lays foundation stones for 16 national highway projects in Jalgaon district of Maharashtra. DD Sports to telecast live Khelo India University exams starting from tomorrow. In Santosh Trophy Football Championship, Karnataka to take on Manipur at Mallapuram, while Odisha to face Gujarat at Manjeri today. And in IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to take on Gujarat Titans in Navi Mumbai and Royal Challengers Bangalore to face Sunrisers Hyderabad in Mumbai today. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Welcome back to the Midday News. Coal Minister Prahlad Joshi has said that at present 72.5 million tons of coal is available at different sources of Coal India Limited, Singareni Collieries Company Limited and coal washeries. In a tweet, Mr. Joshi said over 22 million tons of coal is available with thermal power plants. He said there is sufficient coal available in the country. The total coal production during 2021-22 has touched over 777 million tons compared to 716 million tons during 2020-21, recording a growth of 8.55%. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari inaugurated and laid foundation stones for 16 national highway projects worth 2,460 crore rupees in Jalgaon district of Maharashtra yesterday. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Gadkari said road connectivity is important for the transportation and milling of agricultural commodities in Jalgaon district, which is an important hub for banana, cotton and sugarcane production and has the highest banana production in the country. The minister said these road projects in the district will improve the connectivity of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Odisha and Chhattisgarh.
University Grants Commission UGC and All India Council for Technical Education AICTE has advised students not to travel to Pakistan for pursuing higher education. In a public notice issued by UGC and AICTE, it has been highlighted that any Indian national or overseas citizen of India who intends to take admission in any educational institution of Pakistan will not be eligible for seeking employment or higher studies in India on the basis of such educational qualifications acquired in Pakistan. The notice further mentioned that the migrants and the children who have acquired higher education degree in Pakistan and have been awarded citizenship by India would be eligible for seeking employment in India after obtaining security clearance from Ministry of Home Affairs. India Post has warned the public against fraudulent websites claiming to provide subsidies and prizes through certain surveys and quizzes. Communications Ministry said over the recent days, India Post has been observing various websites getting circulated in social media such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram and through emails and SMS claiming to be providing government subsidies through certain surveys. The ministry said India Post is not involved in any such activities like announcing subsidies, bonus and prizes based on surveys. India Post has requested people not to believe or respond to such fake and spurious messages or share any personal details.
The Ministry of Civil Aviation will organize a mega yoga event, Yog Prabha, at Safdarjung Airport, New Delhi on Monday. The event will be inaugurated by Union Minister of Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia. Over 500 officials of the ministry and its attached organizations will participate in the mega event. Common yoga protocol, lecture on yoga by expert, yoga demonstration will be some of the activities to be undertaken at the event. This event will help to create wider awareness among the participants about the importance of yoga in daily life. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be on a day-long visit to Puducherry tomorrow. He will be visiting Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati's Memorial Museum cum Research Centre and also Sri Aurobindo's ashram and will pay homage to the great leaders. Later, the Home Minister will participate in the inaugural function of the 150th birth anniversary of Sri Aurobindo at the Convention Centre of the Pondicherry University. Mr. Shah will lay the foundation stones to various developmental projects in Puducherry in the afternoon.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah today participated in Vijay Utsav celebrations at Jagdishpur in Bhojpur district of Bihar. Mr. Shah paid tributes to Babu Veer Kunwar Singh on the occasion of Vijay Divas. The Home Minister, along with thousands of people, unfurled tricolour and remembered contribution of Veer Kunwar Singh during freedom struggle. All historic moments pertaining to the valour of Veer Kunwar Singh were displayed at the venue on the occasion of Vijay Divas. And now let's listen to a special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News, birth of a nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
April 23rd is remembered as Kongjom Day in Manipur every year to pay tribute to the war heroes of the Anglo-Manipuri War 1891.
Manipuri people resented British interference in the internal affairs of Manipur. In March 1891, the British Army fired the first shot at Kangla with an objective of arresting Yuvaraj Tikendrajit. After the whole day's fighting on the 24th of March, the British declared a ceasefire. A meeting was called at Kangla between the representatives of people and the British administration.
For a darbar to be held, 5 British officers were sent. When the talks failed, the Manipuri people attacked the British delegation. Knowing the serious situation of the British in Manipur, 3 powerful regiments of the British Army were sent via Silchar, Kohima and Tamil. To resist the advancing British column from Tamil, 700 Manipuris were sent to Thoibal under Wangkherakpa and Yenkhoiba Major.
At this critical time, the Maharaja sent 400 sepoys under the leadership of Pauna Brajbasi and Chongtha Mia Singh to oppose the British forces. But the Manipuri forces were outnumbered and the enemy was superior in arms too. When the war began, powerful British guns had fatal impacts at the fort of Manipur, but the gallant Manipuri warriors fought till their last breath to safeguard the territory and independence of Manipur.
Manipur built 3 defensive places to fight against the invaders. The first one was at Palel, the second at Kakching, and the third was at Kongjom. Many Manipuris, including Pukramba Tanka, Kumbong Subedar, Leizang Jamadar, and Atokpa Diwan, sacrificed their lives. 2 Thankuls were also among those killed in hand-to-hand fight. On the 27th of April 1891, the British forces occupied Kangla. The hero of the battle, Major Pauna Brajbashi, is being honoured by the Manipuris as the epitome of patriotism and bravery.
Till his last breath, he refused to surrender and bravely chose death over serving the British. Among others who fought gallantly in the battle were Major Chongtham Mia, Chinglen Sana, Kumbong Major, Loitongba Jamadar, Kaisa Jamadar, Heirang Kongja, and many more.
The heroism of the gallant warriors is being passed down through generations in the form of a traditional ballad, Kongjom Parva. Every year, on the 23rd of April, the whole state of Manipur pays homage to those great warriors at the Kongjam War Memorial Complex. The solemn memorial is situated about 35 kilometers south of Imphal in Thoubal district, at the site where the battle was fought between Manipuri and the British. It stands there as a living symbol of the spirit of patriotism and heroism of the Manipuris.
जो मरवानो सीखी ले तो जीवन नो अधिकार तने जो कंटक ने रस्ते चाले फूलो नो सरकार तने.
We also pay tribute to Vittal Bhai, resident of Surat, Gujarat. He was a school teacher at Bardoli. Vittal Bhai took part in the Forest Satyagraha 1930 and was also involved in the Salt Satyagraha April 1930. While participating in the Salt Satyagraha at Navsari, he was fatally injured in a police lathi charge. He was admitted to a hospital at Navsari where he breathed his last on the 23rd of April 1930.
We also remember Rao Singh. Rao Singh was a soldier in the Ludhiana regiment of British Indian Army. He took leading part in 1857 War of Independence against the British rule. He was captured by the British soldiers and charged with mutiny and sedition. Rao Singh was sentenced to death and hanged on the 23rd of April 1858. AIR News salutes the brave martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
In Manipur, rich tributes were paid today to the brave sons of the state who made supreme sacrifice fighting against the British to protect the freedom of Manipur in the Battle of Kongjam during the 1891 Anglo-Manipuri War.
On to sports, DD Sports will bring the event of Khelo India University Games live to everyone's TV and mobile starting from tomorrow. The second edition of Khelo India University Games is being held from the 24th of April to the 3rd of May. It is the largest university-level sports competition in the country, intended to identify and train athletes in the age group 18 to 25 years for the Olympics and the Asian Games. The Games will be broadcast on DD Sports from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. In football, Kerala stormed into the semi-finals of Santosh Trophy Championship with a 2-1 win over Punjab at the Wayanad Stadium in Manjeri last night. Kerala captain Jijo Joseph scored twice while Manveer Singh scored the solo goal for Punjab. Today, Karnataka will take on Manipur at Malappuram at 4 p.m. while Odisha will face Gujarat at Manjeri at 8 p.m.
In IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders will take on Gujarat Titans today at Dr. D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai at 3:30 p.m. while Royal Challengers Bangalore will face Sunrisers Hyderabad at Brabon Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 p.m.
The World Book and Copyright Day, also known as World Book Day, is being observed today to honor the great works of authors all over the world. English Language Day is also observed annually on this day with the goal of celebrating multilingualism and cultural diversity through language exploration. English Language Day marks both the birthday and date of the death of famed writer William Shakespeare. A quick look at the weather update for the day. National capital Delhi is likely to have strong surface winds during the day. Minimum temperature was recorded at 24 degrees. Maximum expected around 40 degrees. Mumbai is expected to have mainly clear sky. Chennai is likely to have a partly cloudy sky. Kolkata likely to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir tomorrow to attend National Panchayati Raj Day function at Palli in Samba district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in the Man Ki Baat program tomorrow. First Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award to be conferred upon Prime Minister in Mumbai tomorrow. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman virtually interacts with several universities of United States for setting up foreign universities and institutions at Gift City in Ahmedabad. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to honour war heroes of 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War in Guwahati. Union Home Minister Amit Shah addresses Vijay Utsav celebrations at Jagdishpur in Bhojpur district of Bihar. Country marching rapidly towards making India TB-free by 2025, says Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia. And with that, we end the midday news.